Welcome back, everybody. It's day 12, and today you might notice I'm sitting in a new position and you're seeing me from a new view, and that's because we're trying out a new posture today. So we're working with the body still, and we'll still be working with unpleasant, pleasant, and neutral sensations, but this time we're going to try it standing up. So there's a couple of different postures that we can take during our meditations, and we've tried out the seated one for the most part so far. And today we'll be doing standing meditation, and tomorrow we'll be doing walking meditation. I'm not going to teach you lying down meditation because you probably already know how to lie down. I might give you some tips in the future, but for now we'll just work with standing meditation. And if at any point it gets to be too uncomfortable and you really can't take it, listen to your body and have a seat. So we'll start out in the seated position. So find your posture, find your seat, and let the bell carry you into your meditative state. So just taking some time to let the body arrive, feeling seated in the chair, connected to the earth, and noticing what it feels like to be here right now, in this body, at this moment. And just letting the body relax, and letting yourself relax. Taking some deep breaths to calm the mind, to focus the mind. With each breath, arriving more fully into the moment. And just noticing what's going on in the mind with the idea planted now that we'll be standing meditation today. Noticing if there's any sort of anticipation, any sort of pushing away or pulling towards, or maybe just sort of an indifference. As we prepare to do standing meditation, take account for all that's in the body right now. Just noticing bodily sensations as they arise, welcoming whatever is there, not needing it to be a different way. In a moment, we'll slowly stand up and come to standing. As you begin to move, notice what the body feels like in motion. You can pay attention to particular body parts that are doing more work than others. You can pay attention to pleasant or unpleasant or neutral sensations. Just notice what it feels like to be in motion. So right now I'm noticing as I'm lifting the hands and the arms, moving very slowly. I'm feeling the connection to the chair with my fingertips as I prepare to push off. And now I'm noticing my weight shifting forward as I prepare to stand up. Noticing some pressure on the bottom of my hands. And noticing as I begin to lift off my bottom and put more weight into my knees and down into the floor with my feet. And slowly, slowly, slowly coming to standing. So take a moment and do so yourself if you haven't done so already. And once in a standing position, find your balance. So maybe sway back and forth a little bit, keeping the knees loose. No locking of the joints here. Swaying forward and backward, side to side. Just some gentle movements to help bring a plumb line down to earth and find your center point. What allows you to stand with the most ease? Knees and feet shoulder width apart. You can make any gentle adjustments if you need to. Really feeling the feet connecting to the earth. Feeling the earth holding you up. And rolling the shoulders back. Finding an alert posture, growing out of the pelvic area. And chin parallel to the floor. So that it just feels like there's a string pulling right out of your head, kind of tugging up to the earth, to the sky, excuse me. And hands hanging lightly, gently by your sides. So just take some breaths here and notice what it feels like to be standing. Noticing the energy coursing through the body as it maintains its balance. Noticing if there's a sense of movement in the standing still. Noticing as little muscles twitch or move to keep the sense of balance, to keep you standing. And noticing any story that the mind is telling you about this new position. recognizing the story and separating it from the sensations. As we continue standing, you may be noticing some unpleasant sensations. Just notice what those feels like. Maybe it's a warmth or a pressure. Just noticing the unpleasantness of it. And see if you can find a place in the body that has a pleasant sensation, or even a neutral one. Of course, if it's too much to take, feel free to sit down, paying attention to the movements of the body as you slowly put yourself back in the seat. As we wrap up today's meditation, take some time to cultivate some gratitude to the body, to your sense of balance, to the feet for keeping us standing, for all the tiny little muscles in our feet and in the ankles and calves. Thank you. Nice work, everyone. That one might have been more difficult for you than other meditations, or maybe it was easier for you. This meditation is a good one to use, especially if you get really sleepy during your meditations. I know during meditation retreats, a lot of the time I'll do standing meditation after lunch because I'm about to fall asleep as my body is digesting my food, but keeping the energy up by standing up, it's kind of hard to fall asleep if you're standing up. It still happens sometimes, so be careful. But it's a meditation stance or posture to use if you're prone to sleepiness, or also just if you liked it. I find it's really nice to get in touch with the body this way. You get a different sense of what's going on in the body when you're standing up and asking it to actually hold you up in this position. As always, I look forward to hearing from you on the forum or an email, leslie.mindfulness@gmail.com. I look forward to working with you tomorrow as we do walking meditation. Thanks a lot!